In this lesson, we will study about two very simple concepts which are not related to each other, but both are quite simple concepts, so I decided to cover both in one lesson. The first is about this thing if double underscore name double underscore equal to double underscore main double underscore. You might have seen this if you got some code from some online resource, so we will see what exactly is meant by this double underscore name double underscore equal to double underscore main double underscore. The second thing we will see will be the function enumerate. Let's start with this double underscore name double underscore equal to double underscore main double underscore. This is basically a standard way to indicate the main program of your programming file. Here I have defined a simple function named as mean that takes one list of numbers as input and returns the mean value, which is simply the sum of the numbers divided by the length of the list. And here I am applying the function onListA. Previously we used to just declare the main program as a comment, and it is not a standard way. Of course, we don't need the indentation. And if I run the program, we will get the desired result. We get the result, but I will show you why this can create some problem in some case. For that, I will use another file. Here I want to define a function bigger mean that takes two lists as the input argument and will return one list having the greater mean. So I need to calculate the mean of the two input lists to decide which one to return. I don't want to do the calculations of mean of a list here since I already have defined a function in the previous file and I would like to use that function. The file name is test, so over here I can import the function mean from the file or the module test as we import functions from any built-in module. And now I can use the mean function. Let's define the two lists here to test the function bigger mean. List y for sure has the larger value of mean. Let's print the result of bigger mean function. And we get this correct output. But notice here what is this part of the output. This does not correspond to our program. This basically is the output of the main program of the file or the module test. We just wanted to get the definition of the function mean from this file, but that import is also executing the main program of this file, which for sure we don't want. And that is what we can resolve by using double underscore name double underscore equal to double underscore main double underscore. For that, first note that when we create a Python file, there are few special variables and even some functions Python defines for that file by itself. One such variable name is double underscore name double underscore. Let's see what is the value of this variable. I will print the value of this variable with a customized message. Let's run this. And see here the double underscore name double underscore value is double underscore main double underscore. So keep in mind the special variable double underscore name double underscore has the value double underscore main double underscore. Now this print statement is part of the main program of this file or module, and hence when we will run the other program, it should also get executed as we saw earlier. So let's run this file again. See that here double underscore name double underscore value is test. It is not printed as double underscore main double underscore this time. What is this test? It is the name of the file from where we imported the function mean. So the point is very simple and clear. The file test or any other file has a special variable double underscore name double underscore, and the value of the variable is double underscore main double underscore inside the file. But the value of the same variable changes to the file name which is test here when we access that from outside of this file. This is something done by Python and is very useful because over here now I can write an if statement that if the variable double underscore name double underscore has the value double underscore main double underscore, which is true when we will be running this particular file. So then execute this thing. And we get the result. But in any other program where we have imported this module test, this condition will be false because the value of double underscore name double underscore becomes the file name outside the file. So now if I will run the other file, I will get the desired output. And this time I do not see the output of the test module. So I hope the point is clear that it is a standard way of defining the main program, which will only execute when this file is executed and will not be executed from some other file which has imported this file. In fact, over here too we should write this condition so that if we need to import this function bigger mean in some other file, then this part should not get executed there. The variable double underscore name double underscore of this file has the value double underscore main double underscore when accessed through this file, and will have the value second, which is the file name outside this file. Now the second part of the lesson is about the function enumerate, which we can apply on some iterable. So here I have a list of courses. I can apply the enumerate function on this list. This function will return an enumerate object, which will be printed only as description that it is an enumerate object. In fact, the enumerate object is an iterator. Let's just convert this into a list and print it. See that we have tuples inside the output list. The first value inside the tuple is kind of some index as 0, 1 and 2, and second values are the elements of the list courses. So what enumerate function does is that for each element inside the iterable, it will place an index with that. Now what can be use of it? We know we can access each element of the iterable directly using the for loop. But suppose instead of printing the course's name directly, I want to print them as course 1 and then the name of the course 2 and then the name of the second course, and so on. For that we can use the range function to generate these numbers and access the elements of the list using that number as index. But generally we are comfortable in accessing the elements of iterable directly rather than through the index. And for that this enumerate function can be helpful. I hope you remember the output of enumerate function we saw a while ago. Those were two value tuples. So this loop variable C is a two value tuple with first value as index and second value as the course name. I can unpack the two value tuple here. So I will be the index and C will be the course name. And now I can use the two loop variables to display the desired output. See the difference between the outputs of the two for loops. The index by default starts with 0, but if we want to start it from 1, we can set second input argument of the enumerate function, which will be the value of the first index. And now index is starting from 1. Or maybe in different universities there is some course code associated with the courses. Let's say the code starts with 401 and there is some string part of the code as well, say ENGG. And we get this output now. So that's all from this lesson. Thanks for watching.